Survival horror fanatics, gore whores, blood fiends, lend me your ears, figuratively, not literally. We are only a couple days away from the end of the Nightcry Kickstarter, and they still haven't met their goal, and I want to see this shit happen as a longtime fan, a very long-time fan of the Clock Tower series, and a big-time survival horror fan, because you motherfuckers all know I love the shit out of all my games. They're all about scary shit. I want to see this game happen. Nightcry looks fucking badass as shit, so if anything, share the Kickstarter with all of your friends anywhere that you know that might have somebody who's like, I'm interested in those kind of games that make me fucking wet myself. And they're like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yes. Lots of words being fuck. I should add a fuck counter to my videos, but you want to know what? I'm fucking lazy, so I'm not going to. It's all about the message. At the end of this is going to be a cool-ass fucking game. If you played the original Clock Towers on Super Famicom, PS1, PlayStation 2, and Haunting Ground in addition, then you know that the entire point of the game is not like traditional survival horror games where they load you up with tons of military-grade weaponry where you're jumping in fucking tanks or giving grenades, rocket launchers, and all sorts of other shit. You're jumping in Megazord, some Voltron-type shit's happening, and you're just pounding the fuck out of all the enemies that you see. I'm like, oh my god, locked-on missiles, and it's fucking just and everything's just fucking going absolutely apeshit. Fucking, you have a fucking just Fat Man explosions going off, and there you go. Tons of death everywhere. In the Clock Tower games and in Nightcry, you only have your wits and that's it. Your wits, your tits, and get the fuck out of the room because you're going to get impaled, gored, limbs are going to be cut off, you're going to be like Tokyo Gore Police, spraying blood everywhere, doing some kind of modern art shit. It is going to be fucking bad. Nobody wants the weather forecast to be fucking raining blood. Unless it's Slayer playing, then that's okay. And my brain's going a mile a minute, but seriously. The games are scary as shit because all you can do is run and hide. That's it. And few times you can defend yourself, but it's not all that big of a deal. It's like, oh, I got this Earthworm Jim figure, I'll throw it at you! And they're just like, I love Earthworm Jim. And it's like, no. And then you have this big fucking hole inside you and they split you up the center and it's like some Mortal Kombat fatality shit. Sorry, Jim. But this is a cool-ass series. I always tell people, if you can, find the translated ROM of Clock Tower 1 for Super Famicom online. Play it on your Super Nintendo emulator. It's the shit. It's amazing. Clock Tower 1 on PlayStation 1 was the first one I played, and that game was so fucking intense. There were so many times I was freaking out, like adrenaline-induced freaking out, because I kept on thinking, this motherfucker is gonna find me. Oh my god, please don't look in the bathroom, don't stall, don't look in here, don't look in here. Just pretend like, oh, nobody's dropping a deuce in there, and then all of a sudden he opens up the door and just stab dead, and the screen just goes red. That's it. And it's fucking intense. It's so nuts. You know, and you would see the game and you would consider, you know, oh man, those low polygon graphics and stuff, that can't be all that scary, until you play it, and then you're freaking out. That fucking music gets all intense, and you're just like, no! Run, bitch! Get the fuck out of there! And it's cool because Nightcry does the same exact thing, and what's also nice that I enjoyed about this, and it's something that we take for granted in modern gaming, but they were doing this shit back in the day. Every single one of the decisions and choices that you make throughout the entire duration of the game is going to have some kind of effect on the game. So it'll depend on what characters you get to play as, if you end up changing any characters. It'll depend on the locations that you get to visit and go to. It depends on the ending that you get and different other dialogue choices that you're going to be presented with. I always like that. You know, and it made for a lot of replayability. Traditionally, modern games now, it's like, okay, we'll just tack on some kind of thoughtless fucking multiplayer into it, and that's it. Or we'll just make some fucking bullshit DLC that barely adds anything to it. Here's a gun! Oh boy, a fucking gun! That was already programmed into the game! I can't wait! Yeah, $3, well spent, right? Because I'm a fucking idiot. But this kind of shit right here, and the game's $20. 20 bones, that's it. So you drop 20 bones, get the fucking game, and they're aiming for December of 2015. So this year, that's pretty fucking badass. Those are the fucking radical tits that I like to see. That and the really fucking pale ones that are all bouncing and perky in my face. Those ones are fucking awesome as shit too. But this game right here, again, you're just running around hiding in really loud ass heels. Why this fucking woman is wearing heels running from the fucking scissor walker is beyond me, because if anything, I'd be either barefoot or I'd be wearing my steel-toed boots, because, you know, you want to kick the shit out of him. Except for he's immortal. So now he's immortal, he's not some gimpy fucking goofy looking asshole and shit with the big gigantic shears. Now he's some kind of abomination. You're scared shitless because he can show up anywhere and deform into some humanoid looking thing, and he's like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna fucking cleave you in half, an entire marching band could be there, and I can like shink, and then all of a sudden their upper torso slide off, and then and that's about it. It's gonna be amazing. It'll be like some Dead Alive / Brain Dead shit. Great movie, by the way. But this looks fucking cool. So share the Kickstarter with everybody. Share the love of gore and bloodshed and all sorts of other shit. You know, run around in the game and try to find other survivors to go and help you, except for the body count is gonna be up to your brow, and you're gonna have to be climbing over to fucking dead. Torture Killer will be playing, or Cannibal Corpse, or 6 Feet Under, or whatever fucking random band you want to have going playing and shit. So that'll be badass. Actually, would be really cool. I like that. But check out the other Clock Tower games, Haunting Ground. I know that they're kind of expensive, so maybe emulate them if you have to. I don't give a shit how people get a hold of their games. If they're still made available digitally, I always say support them. But if they're not, then there's your fucking option. I just want people to play good games and know that they're awesome because, well, they deserve it. And Nightcry definitely deserves it too. So, anyway, this is Alpha Omega Sin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.